Now, let's set that aside for a moment. And let's look at this money that you actually get. What you've gotten before has been through HELB, right? And through the university funding model, which, interestingly enough, was only funding 40% of the need.
Yeah.
Yes, because we see the numbers and we know. It was only funding 40% of the total population of those who required the funding. All right? Now, what does this money pay for? And let's go to the detail. So what course were you studying, for example?
At the University of Nairobi, in my undergraduate, I studied a Bachelor of Science in Geospatial Engineering.
So that was a 5-year course?
It was a 5-year course.
All right, I just want to go through the details. Sorry, okay?
The details,
okay.
I'll
now,
give it to you.
When you got into the first year, and this could be representative for other students, okay? You said, okay, maybe I'm not going to be able to pay for this by myself. What was the total cost of a yearly, in year one? What was the cost?
Year one, before the introduction of these...
before all of this.
The students used to pay 28,500 Kenya shillings for the entire year.
What does it include?
This includes the tuition fee and everything that the university needs.
This is not accommodation and feeding.
Let me now come to the accommodation and everything else. The factor or the component that was being taken care of by the HELB monies that I used to receive, that was a tune of 40,000 Kenya shillings. So out of that 40,000, 6,000 could go to payment of my accommodation fee.
Sorry, just let me clarify. You were getting 40,000 shillings a year from HELB?
Yes.
A year?
So it comes in 2 batches. That was 20,000 and 20,000. After you remove the annual ledger fee of 500, it comes to around 19,500 or 18,000. Some charges.
Okay.
Yes.
So now 6,000 goes to?
6,000 goes to accommodation for the entire year.
And this is on campus?
When on campus, when I was in first year, in 2017.
All right. Okay.
Is it how many years down the line?
This is okay. Let's stay in 2017 for a minute. Okay. So you're getting 40,000 shillings. It maybe comes down to about 38,000 with all the deductions. All right. In a year. 6,000 goes towards accommodation.
In a year.
In 2017.
Okay.
I know. We're still in 2017. It's okay. 6,000 goes towards accommodation in a year.
Yes.
All right. So you're left with 32,000 shillings.
Yes.
Where does this money go?
This 32,000 now goes to the meals for the entire year.
Yeah.
When I'm in school.
Okay.
Goes for my transport from the village to Nairobi to come and pursue this education.
Got it.
Goes to now to, I need to go for field work and research, let's say in Kibwezi, when I was in my 4th year, that goes to financing the same.
Okay.
By that time, it wasn't sufficient. Let me bring you...
No.
Let me bring you to...
No. We are still... there's a reason why we are doing this.
Yeah.
We are still staying in 2017.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned 28,500. That was the cost of tuition in 2017.
Yes.
Where does this money come from? Because the money that came from HELB has gone to accommodation and feeding for the year.
So this money now was supposed to come from household contribution.
You now
and
Soy's parents.
Okay. And you'll find that at times the parent wasn't able to pay for the tuition fee. That is the 28,500. So if I was a student who was focused on getting my degree, I will take my HELB money and then pay for the fee to be in a position to do my exams.
So then we don't know where you're going to live or how you're going to eat.
So I'll say it's a balance.
All right.
Okay.
Now balance things. Okay. Now.
Okay.
Let me take you to...
Now.
Wait.
Where are you now? See, we're trying to figure out how this is going to be
step
paid.
by step.
Calm down. So this has happened 2017. You've balanced, somehow come around. They say, okay, you may proceed to second year.
Yes.
Same 40,000 comes from HELB. And we don't have an increase yet. You go to third year. Then you go to fourth year. Then you go to now your final year. You more or less scratch. Okay. Around, if you were still in university, around that time is when we saw that there was going to be an increment. Right? Was the money that was then coming from HELB also when you go to apply with the increment at the base? Was the money that came from HELB then increased as well if you applied for it?
Nope.
No. Okay. Now, how was that balance happening from other comrades, from others who were in school, how was that balance happening with the same money and an increased amount?
Increased amount of
increased
tuition fee.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to make it specifically clear now that there was an increased amount of the accommodation fee from 6,000 at the University of Nairobi. Do you know to how much?
Tell us.
7 times.
42,000.
42,000.
From 6,000. What a shock. Okay.
That is what I have been agitating so much, to just have it in context.
All right.
Okay.
We agitated last year and it was reduced by half to around now 20-something to 15. Not bad. Okay. When that increment came about, we saw massive dropout of some of our students from the university who couldn't afford completely. We now saw the surgeons of students going to these loan apps that are there to borrow for them to be able to finance their food, nothing else.
Okay.
But when the rubber met the road, that is when the time for examinations came, they weren't allowed into the examination rooms.
Okay.
What happened?